The other thing that I would tell people who have eating disorders is that it's not like that part of your life ever goes away. Like, you don't get to just pretend it never happened. You don't get to pretend like you were never that person. And people might, sometimes when I go out to eat and people know that I'm like recovered from an eating disorder, they'll like make comments on my appetite, or they'll be like, I'm so happy you're eating. And I get this a lot, like, you look so healthy, because people don't want to say like, you look thin, you gained some weight. People get kind of weird around it. And so like, don't take it personally. People, they're doing the best that they can. They just don't know how to talk to you and interact. And that's another reason like why this book is out there. What is going to trigger people, and how can we communicate with people in a heart-to-heart way instead of making commentary on like what we think we should say, like, oh, you have an appetite. Like, I'm so happy you're eating. It's so good to see you eating. Like, who wants to hear that? It's weird. So like, let people just be who they are. That was a huge thing that that was a huge gift that he gave to me, was that he didn't try to change me. He didn't try to get rid of my eating disorder. He didn't tell me that I was bad or wrong for trying to kill myself, or for binging, or for starving, or for purging. He would just let it be what it was. And everything just is what it is. We're putting labels on it. We're putting judgments on it. We're making it bad. And that's part of why people don't come out about eating disorders. Part of why they don't talk about it is because it's bad. Like, you're not supposed to have an eating disorder. It's bad. You're a bad person. And I mean, there's one story in the book I share where my mom's driving me home from the nutritionist office, and she gets upset and like calls me a selfish bitch for all the time it takes to be in recovery, because it wasn't happening on her timeline. I don't think my mom's a bad person. I don't think that she really meant that I was a selfish bitch. The smart ass in me was like, I could just die if that was easier, like, it would save you some time, it'd save you some money, but, is that really what you want? And understanding, she was doing the best that she could in that situation. She's under the pressure and stress of not just, having kids and daily life and work, but also, one of your kids is dying. So having understanding on both sides, and knowing that recovery doesn't happen on a timeline. There is no start and finish. There is, it's a lifelong process. There are times even still now when I might find myself engaging in kind of a binge or kind of a purge or wanting to do one of those things. And it's just that now I have the awareness of what's going on, and I have the tools to be able to deal with it. I don't, fall back into the rabbit hole and lose myself in it. I'm aware of what's going on, and I can ask myself what's really going on and what I really need.